So, why did you go on vacation this weekend?
Who went on vacation?
You did.
I was on vacation.
Because you were nowhere to be found.
If I was nowhere to be found, I wouldn't be here right now. What up?
Actually, ReKaSte said you went on vacation.
Why you listening to him?
Because he's the one who talked to you. I didn't talk to you.
You talked to me yesterday.
Huh?
You talked to me yesterday.
What I talked to you about?
It has been so stressful.
Oh, yeah. But I wasn't talking about that, though. Because it seemed like you just disappeared for like 3 days, 2 days. Why'd you disappear?
Nobody disappeared, man.
How come ReKaSte couldn't get you at the studio?
Because I was busy yesterday.
The whole day?
Yeah.
So that seems like a vacation almost to me.
That's not a vacation.
What is it?
Because I'm busy all day.
So answer this question. Out of 24 hours, you couldn't take 2 hours?
How is it relevant to this thing?
Out of 24 hours, you couldn't take 2 hours to come to the studio?
No, I really couldn't.
Why not?
Because I was busy all day.
What was you doing?
I was out.
But you couldn't take out 2 hours for, you know what I'm saying, for ReKaSte? To just come to the studio?
Not yesterday.
Why not? What about Friday?
I was at the studio Friday.
Why you couldn't do it yesterday?
Because I was busy all day yesterday.
The entire day?
Yes.
You couldn't take 2 hours? Out of 24 hours, you couldn't take 2 hours?
No, I couldn't.
Why not?
Because I was busy all day.
What'd you do?
I was out.
Get him this man on camera. What did he do?
Ain't gonna give me on camera.
What did he do?
That's my own personal business.
What did he do? What'd you do?
All day.
Son, you was at the beach, son. Son, how much beach can you get?
A lot.
Son, I know, but son, we need you out there, son. We need you, and you wasn't available, son.
I'm here.
Huh?
I'm here.
You wasn't there yesterday when we needed you, though.
I wasn't available yesterday.
You sound like Alan right now. Right now, you sound like Alan.
So Alan is on planet Pluto.
I understand that, but the last time I think we talked, it was like, all right, you know, if you're not gonna be available or whatever, let's see if we could work something out. If we were gonna be in the studio, I really think that you could have been in the studio for 2 hours out of the 24 hours. That's what I think.
I was busy all day, and that was like a random, like, yo, come to the studio. It wasn't like he told me like a day before.
But now you really sound like Alan.
No, I didn't.
You didn't tell me a day. Hey,
that's what it is.
Hey, oh, so that's what it is. But you was mad at Alan when he did that.
I wasn't mad at Alan.
Yes,
Because we told Alan.
No, y'all told. It wasn't something that was like
that was
planned.
That was a planned rehearsal.
No,
Alan knew about it.
No, I'm talking about the time when he was at the beach. He was at the beach, and we was like, you need to, huh? We went to do the photo shoot inside on Granby Street. Oh, y'all ain't even told me a day before. That's what it sounds like.
No,
it don't sound like that now.
Don't even.
Oh, it don't sound like that now. Only thing I'm saying is this: if you're gonna be busy, like for real, like it's gonna be plenty of times where you're gonna want to do personal things, and if you're gonna be busy, you just need to like, yo, is there anything I need to do? Get that shit out the way. Like if that was the case, if you was working for real, if you had a 9 to 5 and you knew you had to be busy, you would have set a time. The time you had to work, and you would set the rest of the time to do something else. I'm just asking for 2 hours.
I was already out by the time he asked me. It's different if he hit me up like the day before or the day of before I was gone. But they hit me up. I'm already out. I don't know what to tell you.
Answer this question. How long was you out for before he hit you?
I was already gone like 45.
45 minutes?
Yeah.
So you was already in wherever you was at for 45 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. So he called you at 2 o'clock?
Like 2:30.
To come to the studio at 5, right?
Yeah.
But you didn't even compromise with him and be like, I could be there at 7.
I told him I couldn't do it.
But that's my point. You said you couldn't do it at all. Like,
okay, and I couldn't do it. It's like once and how many times I say I can't do something?
No, I'm just saying, like, it's all about compromise. Like at the end of the day,
I don't compromise.
No, I'm not saying that you don't.
Always compromise.
I'm not saying that you don't. But what I'm telling you is this: that you can still fit in time to do work. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like
that was the time I could fit it in.
No. You can always fit it in. You can always fit it in.
Cool.
Like my point to you is this. If you took out an hour out of your day.
That was the point.
My point to you is this: if you could take an hour out of your day to come to the studio just to do something 23 hours at a time, you couldn't do nothing else? Everything else you need to do, you couldn't do that? That's my point to you. 23 hours. You had 23 hours to do whatever else you want to do. You couldn't take 1 hour just to come to the studio. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to not make an argument or anything like that. I'm just saying 1 hour out of 24 hours, you couldn't come to the studio. Because what he wanted you to do ain't gonna take that long. You could at least been like, all right, check it. I'm gonna be back on that side around like 9. I understand Idy is in town now. I understand that. No, I understand she's in town. You want to have a good time, go to the beach, da 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 da. But I'm pretty sure if you tell Idy, like, I gotta go to the studio for like 2 seconds or whatever, da da da. Would she have been mad? Idy?
Yeah.
You would have been mad? For him doing work.
We had just gotten to the beach and
No,
traffic.
No, I understand that. I respect that. What I'm saying to you is this: if he would have been like on the way back, let me just stop by the studio on the way back, would you have been mad about that? Would you have been mad about that? He would have. This is.
Say that.
No, I'm asking you a question. You're not answering it.
I don't know.
So you don't know if you would have been upset or not. So you know this is gonna be his livelihood and whatever, and this is what you're gonna have to deal with time in and time out. So you think that if he would have asked you, listen, Idy, I gotta go here real quick, handle like a little bit of business for 45 minutes or whatever, this and that, you would have been mad at him handling his business. Exactly. That's my point. Now when the dough is coming in, see the dough not coming in, so everybody's like, but when the dough start coming in, be like, oh yeah, no, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and do that beat so another couple of 20,000 grand come through in and I can go shopping again. Yeah, because the dough ain't coming in. Once the dough start flowing in, everybody start getting their face don't frown up no more. That's what I'm saying, Kyle. Like, we all sacrifice here, you know what I mean? I bet you if I was to be on some like, alright Kyle, you know what, fuck it. You and Alan, alright, y'all do whatever y'all want to do when y'all want to do it, and we'll just split the money a little bit differently. Instead of 33.9, or 33.33, we'll split it 45 and where else you and Alan would split. You wouldn't be happy about that now, would you?
No.
Exactly. So only thing I'm asking is just put as much work in. I think all three of y'all need to put as much work in as each other, you know what I'm saying? Equally. Because after a while, you're gonna have somebody who's putting in more work. Just like when you was putting in, you felt like you was putting more work than Alan was, and you was pissed off about that. Now what if you had to? Now what if we had to split the money down the middle, and you mad now? Why you mad? You mad because Alan ain't putting in that much work, but he getting paid the same that you getting paid, but you feel like you put more work. You feel me?
That's cool. I understand all that, but it's like once out of how many times?
I understand that, but my point to you is we need to.
It's not on a constant basis.
You're right. It's not on a constant basis.
I'm always compromising.
No, you're right. It's not on a constant basis, but you have to also realize.
I was mad at Alan then because that was a constant thing. Like every week we had a problem with him.
Exactly, but only thing I'm saying is I like to just get shit when it starts, not when down the road, so I could be all upset like, remember this time, and I didn't address it at the time. That's all I'm saying. Got peace?